Hey, how's it going? Today is day 93 of my 100-day inspiration challenge, and today I want to talk about dealing with regret because regret is something that we all have felt and we all have struggled with, and it is something that can really hold us back in life if we don't choose to be proactive and to overcome the regret of past decisions and choices or actions. This time of year has been really hard. This month has been really, really hard because, as some of you know, my mom passed away a couple months ago, and her birthday was December 3rd, and now it's the holidays, and it has been really challenging. And I have been struggling with my own personal regret. And so last year, I was home for Christmas with my now fiance, and we spent Christmas Day with his family, and then we spent Christmas night with my dad and his wife. And I spent minimal time with my mom. And I didn't realize that it was going to be her last Christmas. I had no idea. Obviously, we don't know these things. And I have massive regret about not spending Christmas with her, not spending her last Christmas with her. And the thought of her being alone or me being with other people just tears me apart. And that is the thing about regret, is it tears you apart, and it brings a lot of shame. And shame is such a disservice to all of us. And my friend once told me that shame is the devil trying to bring you down. And anytime that I feel down or I feel shame, I try to remember that. And that always helps me to overcome it, because I know that it is not me. I'm not a bad person, that something is trying to make me feel bad, and I don't have to accept that. So this is something that I have really struggled with. It is really painful to me. And I have made the decision that I don't want to live with the regret of this for the rest of my life. Because how painful would that be to live with the regret? Because it is something that I definitely do regret, but I am proactively choosing to not let that get me down. And so whatever it is that you regret in life, maybe you wish you were a better parent, or you wish you were a better friend, or you wish you had made a different decision in your life at some point. If there is something in your life that you regret, I want you to think about it specifically right now and bring it some light. Bring it up, because the more that you focus on it and deal with it in a healthy way, the less power it has over you. So I've got 5 steps to help you deal with and overcome regret. And the first thing is to feel the feelings of regret and whatever that regret makes you feel. So for me, it made me feel sadness and sorrow and pain. And like I said, we have to bring those feelings up. We don't want to focus on them for a long extended period of time, but we do want to feel those things. I need to grieve that moment that happened back then. I need to bring it up so that it doesn't have power and control over me. So having that awareness and that attention to whatever your regret is hugely important. That is step number 1. The second thing that you need to do is to forgive yourself. This is so important. One of my favorite quotes is by Maya Angelou, and it is, "Do the best you can until you know better. And when you know better, do better." So giving yourself grace is so important. None of us are bad people. We don't know what we don't know. I didn't know that it was going to be my mom's last Christmas. And it's not like I didn't spend other days with her. And I had to tell myself, my mom loves me. I still love my mom. And Christmas is just one day of the year. It doesn't mean anything. I had to say these things out loud and journal about them, that I forgive myself for not spending Christmas with my mom. And that is hugely powerful, to just give myself permission to say, it's okay, I didn't know. And whatever it is that you have regret or shame or sorrow for, it's okay. You didn't know what you don't know. And now you know, and so now you can do better in the future. But You have to forgive yourself. It is so important. You can't move forward if you don't. And if there's another person involved, then you also have to forgive that other person. Forgiveness will set you free. It will set that other person free, and it will set your heart free so that you can move forward and enjoy your life. So forgiving yourself is the second step. The third step is, what can I learn from that situation, or what can I learn from that thing that brings me that regret? Because we can learn from every different experience. For my regret, I can learn to not take moments for granted. I can learn to always reach out and spend time with all of my loved ones. I can learn how precious time and people really are, and they are the most important things in my life. And so that really is a huge lesson that I have learned from this experience that I've gone through in the last year. So what can you learn from whatever it is that you regret, so that next time you can do better? Like that quote said, you don't know. You do the best you can until you know better. And when you know better, do better. So if you don't learn from the situation, then you're not going to do anything differently. So learn what you can do better, so that the next time something happens, you can proactively do something different, so that you don't have that same regret again. The fourth thing is to look forward, not back. So the more that you focus on that thing that is bringing you regret, pain, sorrow, shame, the more you're going to feel those emotions. I like to think of the analogy of driving a car. And if you're driving a car, you have to look forward. You don't drive a car looking through your rearview mirror. Yeah, you might glance back at it, but life is just like driving a car. You can't go through life looking through your rearview mirror the entire time. You can't look back dwelling on where you came from. You have to look forward to where you're going. If you're so focused on your past, you are missing out on what is happening. You are missing out on the life that is in front of you right here and now. You are missing out on all of the gifts that are in front of you, and all of the amazing things that are about to come. So you have to stop focusing so much on the thing that you regret, and put more of your focus into the present moments, your loved ones, the surroundings, the people around you, what you want, what you desire to move forward. So your present and your future. And then the fifth thing, and real quick about that, if you're looking to your future, you can use step 3, what you have learned, to change your actions so that you can get to a better future. And then the last thing, the fifth thing, is you have to choose to let go of your regret. And this is the hardest one, because it is so much easier to say, I want to let go, than to actually let go of it. But the thing about regret is it is just holding you as a prisoner. It is holding you in pain and sorrow and shame, all of those things that I have said. It is just holding you in this darkness, in this sadness, and you don't deserve that. You deserve to live a better, happier life. And so don't waste time regretting that you're spending so much time focusing on whatever it is you regret. Let go, learn from whatever the situation was, and now that you know better, do better. So those steps are: feel your feelings, acknowledge your regret and your pain, forgive yourself for whatever it is that happened, forgive others if you need to. What can you learn from the situation? How can you change things in the future? Look forward, not back, and choose to let go. I know that is easier said than done, but like I said, what you focus on grows. And if you continue to focus on that painful experience, then you're just inviting more pain into your life. If you choose to focus on the good things, so as I was dealing with this and processing this specific event, I wrote down all of the ways that I have loved and helped my mom, so that I have this whole list of things to counteract this one thing that I feel like I did wrong. Because the more that we can focus on the things that we did right, the better off we'll be. And that goes across the board in everything in life. So make a list of all the things that you're proud of, all the things that you did right, so that you can focus on those great things rather than focusing on that one thing that you might not have done the way that you wanted. But now that you know better, you can do better. Keep showing up for yourself regardless of where you are. If you do, there's nowhere that you can go but up. If you would like more free resources, you can head over to showuptogoup.com. Bye. Merry Christmas Eve.